Rudders Gasoline is top-tier certified. Help improve your car's performance and fuel economy with Rudders top-tier gasoline. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
Live from your news leader, this is WTAJ News This Morning.
And just ahead on this Thursday morning, Trick or Treat changes. With rainy weather on the horizon, as you just heard Christy say, communities moving some Halloween celebrations. We're going to have those updates for you, and we're also going to check back in with Christy for more on the forecast.
Plus, more visits. The race for the White House once again brushing up with the people of central Pennsylvania. See who came to town yesterday, as well as which campaign has planned another trip.
Yeah, man, 5 days away now
so
from Election Day, and boy, we are that close. You're exactly right. We're also live this morning at a haunted hotel.
We are live there.
As we are only a couple days away from Halloween, so we've got a jam-packed morning this morning. And
a lot going on.
Well, any excuse to show off this graphic.
There. Exactly.
Any excuse to show that off that Chris Owens put together. Really fantastic work
Nice and
there.
festive.
Definitely. Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. As always, we do appreciate it. It's Thursday, October 29th. I'm Casey Cantz.
And I'm Maggie Smolka. So across our area, it is trick-or-treat night in some places.
Yes, but as you might have heard from Christy's forecast, rain is going to be a factor. A few local trick-or-treats, in fact, today have been postponed as heavier rain is projected to come into our area thanks to Hurricane Zeta. Some towns in Blair and Center counties have already released new times for residents to gather candy. Let's get you caught up this morning. This is what we know as of now. Tyrone and Blair County and Spring and Walker townships in Center County have moved to October 31st, while Bellefonte and State College, along with College, Ferguson, Harris, and Patton townships in Center, have picked November 1st as their new dates. And as the day rolls on, keep up with us. We're going to keep a list of all of the local trick-or-treat times and keep that up to date for you on our website, wearecentralpa.com.
And we now want to bring in our meteorologist, Christy Shields, to talk more about this rainy weather. So, Christy, we have really not seen it let up at all this week.
Hey, good morning. I know it's been cloudy and gray this week. We've been dealing with drizzle and showers, but this is going to be a steady and at times heavy rainfall for us here across central Pennsylvania today. And you can really see basically across PA, the entire state, it is raining currently, and this will continue throughout the day. Again, we have those heavier pockets of rain right now into Jefferson County, moving to closer to DuBois. We have some heavier pockets just north of State College and just to the south of Johnstown. Well, it just moved into Johnstown as Doppler just updated, and we are going to continue to see this pouring rain throughout the entire day today. So please allow yourself some extra time to commute this morning. The rain is reducing visibility. Most spots below 5-mile visibility at this time, and if you are trick-or-treating tonight, the rain continues and temperatures are going to be in the mid-40s. So how it feels right now is what it's going to be like later this evening. Going to be quite cool and damp, and will continue the rain even into tonight. So temperatures currently in the north in the mid-40s. As you head further south, we're in the lower 50s, and if we take a look at the temperature trend, it's going to become downright chilly for the weekend and into early next week. Monday, high of only 42 degrees. We could see a few snowflakes as well mixed in. I'll let you know when coming up.
All right, Christy, thank you. Well, Morgan has been doing a great job showing us all of the spooky attractions here in central Pennsylvania. But this morning, we're not talking about, just any haunted house. We're talking about the real deal.
Yeah, I'm really into this place. I'd like to check it out in person. It's a unique hotel in the area. Themed rooms that are even a bit frightening. There's people buried, Blair was telling us, in this building as well. Morgan is live in Windber this morning. Morgan, is it also true you were saying that there's actually a paranormal group in town as we speak?
That's right. Yeah, they told me they're working on some sort of Amazon series, but interesting to talk to. They didn't exactly come out and say that at first, but then I saw their gear and I was like, what are you doing up at this hour? Then it all made sense. But yeah, so this is the Grand Midway Hotel. Blair, you're the owner here, and you said, this isn't a place people come for a good night of sleep. We're in a pretty special room right now, the Canopy Room. Tell me about this.
Yeah, they come because it's creepy, and so it's a weird hotel in that nobody comes for a good night's sleep. And our creepiest room is the Canopy Room, which is the room we're in right now. And I would say 8 out of 10 people do not sleep in this room. They start in this room, and by 4 or 5 in the morning, something says get out, and they get up and they go across the hall, and I find them across the hall in the morning. It's very consistent.
There's some creepy memorabilia and different things in here. that kind of go along with that. And you said, you know, psychics, mediums will come and their stories kind of all add up that, you know, there's something in this whole place, a lot of activity.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah. And it's interesting, the consistency of strangers. Like, I'll show people a photo and I'll say, just tell me about this photo, and they'll nail it. And a different stranger will say the same stories. And so it's been something else. And this half a year, we've had so many ghost teams coming through here and leaving happy. It's not like I'm scamming them. It feels like the building is trying to be investigated.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting too. You said you feel like the building kind of found you.
I do, yeah. I don't feel like I found it.
Yeah. Interesting. You know, this is actually a real haunted house, guys. This isn't just, you know, for fun and games, just for, you know, Halloween. You do this all year round. So I don't know. Would you guys stay a night here?
I don't know. What did Blair say?
Very few people do.
What did he say? He wouldn't.
You wouldn't stay in this room.
Tell
Well,
Blair.
this is no way. If the owner is saying no way,
Yeah.
I don't know, Morgan.
No, I stayed at the Cashtown Inn in Gettysburg years back, and that was good enough for me. I mean, there was enough there, staying there, that was enough alluding that there's some ghost activity there. That was good for me. What Blair has there at the Winber Hotel, that looks a little bit more next level.
will.
Yeah.
If I should say. Yeah.
I think that I would need to definitely have a lot of people
Yeah.
who would be staying with me that night.
Man, me too. Morgan, thank you. Oh, boy. All right, we got to switch gears here. We got to talk election because we're only 5 days away now. Pennsylvania continues to grab national election headlines, and the latest comes out of the Supreme Court, which has refused a Republican appeal that looked to stop the counting of mail-in ballots received after November 3rd. The issue isn't settled, though, because the court's order left open the possibility that the justices could rule after election night if the 3-day extension ordered by the state's high court is legal. It's believed that a potential decision could be especially important, too, if Pennsylvania, say, turns out to be crucial in determining who the winner of the election is. That is big news this morning. Both campaigns, meantime, of course, see our state as an important win. It is a battleground state. Both campaigns campaigning heavily here, still sending many representatives of all levels to rally supporters in PA.
And one of those recent speakers was Douglas Emhoff, the husband of Democratic Vice Presidential candidate Kamala Harris. Addressing a socially distanced crowd in State College, Emhoff told supporters that his wife Kamala, along with Joe Biden, would bring the country together. He also pointed out that a Biden-Harris administration would be guided by science. Both beliefs would come up again in a one-on-one interview with WTAJ anchor Amanda Kenny as reasons why so many people will vote for the Democratic candidates.
We've had a failure on the basics, on the coronavirus, on healthcare, on the economy, on climate, and people see that, and people want leadership on those issues, and they're sick of the division, they're sick of the discourse, and they're sick of the craziness. They want unity, they want calm, and they want people who can just get us out of this mess and that they can be proud of.
Emhoff told the crowd if only 5 more people in each Pennsylvania precinct voted in 2016, Democrats could have won the state.
On the other side of the aisle, Trump advisor Steve Cortez also speaking one-on-one with WTAJ, and one of the things that anchor Matt Alvarez wanted to know was how closely the administration is working with Democrats to get a COVID-19 relief bill passed and into the hands of the American people.
What he will not tolerate, in defense of the American people, is allowing Nancy Pelosi to insert a veritable laundry list of liberal agenda items, most of which have nothing to do with COVID.
And in recent days, chances of a new stimulus before the election have dwindled. Many senators now out of Washington until November 9th.
Less than a week after President Trump's visit to Blair County, another member of his family will stop in the area. Donald Trump Jr. is set to speak at the Blair County Convention Center on Friday. Doors are going to open at 1:30 p.m. with the main event scheduled for 3 o'clock. I want to now turn to COVID-19, where a teacher in the Greater Johnstown School District has tested positive for the virus.
Yeah, 10 students now in quarantine, and in a statement, the school superintendent says the district was notified Monday night of the teacher's test results. We're told the individual had been in quarantine since October 21st. Those students who may have been in contact with them will be quarantined now for the next 2 weeks.
Checking now the latest case numbers. 140 new cases were reported across our area on Wednesday. A majority of them were from our southern counties. Cambria, Blair, and Huntington each confirming more than 20 cases each. In our northern region, Centre County saw another large spike, adding more than 40 cases. With the exception of Cameron, the other counties showed a few new infections each. And then checking across the state, another 2,200 cases were added yesterday, bringing the total number of infections now to more than 200,000. 8,700 people have died, with around 154,000 that have recovered.
Spread really continues. We're in a new spike right now, certainly in Pennsylvania. 6:11 right now on your Thursday morning. Still to come, taking action from the governor to the mayor. Officials trying to end days of riots in Philadelphia. We'll have the latest from there just ahead.